Jeez, oh. Who invited the boiled egg? Hello to all you lovely people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sophie and today I am so excited for this video. It has been very, very highly requested, so thank you so much for that. And it's something that I'm really excited and really passionate about. So today's video is about skincare. Disclaimer, before we even start, I just want to say I am by no means a dermatologist. I do not have a degree in skincare, neither am I an expert on skincare. However, I'm really interested in skincare products, their ingredients, and what they actually do for the skin. So today I'm going to be talking about my own personal and current skincare routine, including how I've managed to control my oil production and keep breakouts at bay, and also just the key ingredients that I look for in skincare. I wasn't sure whether or not to wear foundation today because it's definitely my little safety blanket, but since today is a skincare video, I feel like this is the best way for you to see what these products have done for me and the condition that my skin is currently in. It actually feels quite liberating to not be wearing foundation. Probably won't be thinking that when I'm editing it back and looking at my face without foundation, but hey, let's just roll with it. So brief history on my own personal skincare. I'm normal to oily skin and I'm 100% breakout prone. So the places that I tend to break out are obviously on my chin. You can see I've got a couple of little scar marks there, and I do tend to get a little bit of breaking out on my forehead too. I also get heavily congested around my nose and chin, and by congestion I mean blackheads. Now that I'm 25, I'm getting a little bit older, I'm starting to see a few more wrinkles or fine lines. So anti-aging is something that I'm also looking at. Sorry if this is a bit TMI, but I am coming up with a few more spots along my chin, and that usually happens for me around the time of the month, or if I've been eating too much dairy milk, which has definitely been happening in lockdown. That is my skin type, so if you've got a similar skin type to me, by all means definitely watch this video. The products that I'm using here today I've been using for a long time and I really trust them. We have a connection and I've purchased them with my own money. This is all my own views and beliefs. So I'm going to just leave a little photo here for you to see. My skin about a year and a half ago was in a really bad way. I was getting lots of sort of under the skin bumps and they were really angry looking and very painful, very sore. As you can see, from then to now my skin has massively improved. You could say it's because I'm eating better, you could say it's because I'm getting older, but I do believe truly that a lot of it is down to the products that I'm going to show you today. When you've got spots and breakouts, like, it's really upsetting because it takes your confidence down. So I know exactly how that feels, and the first thing you want to do is just cover it up with makeup. So I feel like it's really difficult. Sat here with no foundation on is quite a revelation for me because I was just that person who always wanted to cover it up. In that photo that I've just showed you, that's when I was probably breaking out the most, which, as I said, was about a year and a half ago. I had been trying so many different products at that time. I was like, I need to try this, I need to try that. And I just kept buying and buying and buying those different products. And then one day I was just like, I've had enough. I've literally tried so many products. I've spent so much money. I don't know what's working for me and what's not because I'm using so many different ones. So what I decided to do was like completely stop and just reset, and just used a very basic face wash and moisturiser for 2 months or so because I just felt like I had no idea what was making me break out. So I did that, and then I started to look into products. So if that is you and you're struggling to find something that works, I strongly suggest like resetting, stripping it all back, and then starting to introduce products gradually. As always guys, all of the products that I'm using today will be linked below in the description box. I'm going to be going into depth about the ingredients and what each product does, so we could be here a little while guys, so go grab yourself some snacks, a little cup of tea, and let's talk my holy grail, skincare. Okay, so I thought we would start by the product that I feel probably most passionate about, and when I told you about resetting etc, this was the first product that I brought into my routine. I'd actually been recommended this by a client. This right here, I could not live without this product. As you know, if you're breakout prone, skin's looking good and then the next day you wake up you could just be full of breakouts, and it's always when you're going somewhere where you've got a special occasion or you're meeting somebody really important and you break out. Okay, not cool. But this has really helped me with that. So this right here is the Breakout Control Lotion from Kiehl's. It's pretty expensive, I'm not gonna lie, but I just feel like I can't put a price on how having clear skin makes me feel. Don't get me wrong, while I'm in lockdown and I'm not working, if I run out of this, I'm definitely not gonna be able to repurchase it until I get back to work, which will make me sad. But this honestly is one of my favourite products, if not my favourite product, that really just changed my skin. So what it is it's a lotion, but it goes under your moisturizer. So it's not for hydration, it's for preventing breakouts and diminishing breakouts. Because it's a lotion, it's really gentle on the skin, so it's also suitable for sensitive skin. And the key ingredient in this is salicylic acid, and it's at 1.5%. I'm going to talk a little bit about salicylic acid, and this will probably come up a few times in this video because I do use a few products that have salicylic acid in it. Salicylic acid is a type of BHA, which is a beta hydroxy acid. So it's a type of acid that's got antiseptic qualities and really helps to fight off bacteria and spots. It also helps to unclog pores by getting in, and it actually exfoliates the pore, like deep inside the pore. So it's amazing for breakout prone or congested skin. What I really like about this is it's also got aloe vera in it, which means it's going to help to soothe and calm the skin as well as preventing breakouts. And it's also got vitamin B3 in it, which is going to help to get rid of those little marks that might scar you after your spot is gone, which I really suffer with. So I love this lotion. I want to also add you can use this morning and night, and you just need a tiny bit on the affected areas. So this will last me probably about 6 to 8 months, depending on how much I'm breaking out. But honestly, I think this is my 3rd tube in like a year and a half, and I can honestly say that I hardly use this much now that I've kind of got the breakouts and stuff at bay. I only really use this like now and again, maybe like 2 times a week, and leading up to the time of the month I use a little bit more because I know that it's going to help to prevent any further breakouts. Now obviously that one is quite expensive. I know that The Ordinary do salicylic acid as well, which is a lot cheaper, so I'll also link that one down below for you to check out. So now I'm going to move on to cleansing the skin. I think we can all agree that taking your makeup off can sometimes be a total chore, but genuinely this makes me excited to take my makeup off. Obviously my last video I did the Kim Kardashian look. I was literally wearing so much makeup. Without this product, the thought of taking all that makeup off would have been like a nightmare, but with this I just really look forward to taking off my makeup. So this is the Chamomile Silky Cleansing Oil from The Body Shop, and I think this is the 2nd bottle that I've gone through, so it lasts quite a long time. Obviously the key ingredient is chamomile, so it's got anti-irritation qualities. It really helps to calm the skin, but this really helps to take your makeup off. So what I'll do is I'll take like 2 or 3 pumps of the oil and I'll rub it in my hands, and I'll just apply it straight onto my face when I've got my makeup on, and I really just massage it in. It literally just melts away all the makeup, even mascara, waterproof eyeliner, anything like that. You just rub it all in and your face looks really dirty. But then I take one of these, which is a little face halo. So it's almost like a sort of towely material, you can see. It's a lot softer than a face cloth. So going around your eyes and things, you know, you can kind of get in and it doesn't like hurt your eyes. It's really soft. I think you can get these on Amazon for pretty cheap. So I will link everything that I'm using below. What I will say is in the past, when I was getting breakouts and things, I used to think I can't use an oil, like that's going to break me out. That is not the case, but what I will let you into a little inside tip is that using this and then taking it off is going to take your makeup off, but it's not going to clean your skin. So I'll only really use that for taking off makeup. To actually clean my skin, I like to use a face wash. So that's why in the past I've tried quite a few different sort of oil-based makeup removers and also like balms, but they were just literally clogging up all my pores. But when I realized that I needed to actually double cleanse is when it really changed, because this leaves my skin feeling really soft, and it really takes the makeup off really quickly. So I honestly just feel like having an oil has been really good for my skincare routine, but always need to use like a face wash after it. So I've been trying to find a dupe for the Kiehl's Calendula face wash, is what I was using for a long time. I love that face wash, but I just feel it's quite expensive and I'm trying to like find like a cheaper alternative. So this is one that I'm using at the moment actually, and it's a Garnier Organics Detox Gel Face Wash. Now, I actually really like this face wash. I think it's really nice, but the only thing I'll say is it's got such a strong smell of lemongrass, which I probably would like if it wasn't so strong. Like after I use it, Jamie, my boyfriend, is always like, what is that? Like it's too strong and it literally just clings on. But I suppose it's not a bad thing because it's actually organic, so it's not like it's scented in a really unnatural way. I was previously using the Micellar Gel Cleanser from Garnier, which I actually quite liked. It didn't foam up quite as much as this one, so I prefer the texture of this one, but I just don't like the smell that much. So to be continued on the face wash, but that's what I'm using at the moment. and I'll link that one and the other Garnier one and the Kiehl's one below if you want to check them out. Another product that I'm absolutely loving at the moment, and it's nearly running out, and thank goodness it's my birthday in a few weeks because it's the only thing that I've put on my birthday list. This has been a real game changer in my skincare routine as well. This is the Paula's Choice 2% BHA liquid exfoliator. This isn't a toner by any means, but I don't actually use a toner on my skin at all. I just use this instead. So I will use this after I've washed and dried my face. I pop a little bit on a cotton pad, a tiny little bit, and I just go all over the areas that I am prone to congestion. So since I've been using this, I have noticed a huge reduction in the amount of oil that my skin is producing. This has also really helped me with the congestion that I tend to get around my chin and my nose. So obviously the key ingredient is the BHA, which is salicylic acid, which is also in this Kiehl's formula. This also has green tea extract, which is really good for soothing the skin. This also fights breakouts and just gets rid of any dead skin cells that might have built up, which can lead to then more clogged pores and breakouts. Use this, I actually feel like my skin looks a lot more glowy and radiant as well. These two products have really helped me with sort of keeping my oil at bay, breakout reductions, unclogging pores, and all of that sort of stuff. The next product that I'm going to talk about is a serum, which I'm absolutely loving, and is super affordable as well. This is the Retinol Serum from the Inkey list, and the buzzword here is retinol. So with a serum, it goes underneath your moisturizer, and it's going to first of all pull down the moisture deep into the skin layers, because sometimes the moisturizer can only hydrate the top few layers of your skin, whereas using a serum will help to drag the hydration deep down into the bottom skin layers, so making your skin super plumped up and more hydrated. The key ingredient here is retinol, and this one has 1%. Retinol is a type of vitamin A, so promotes skin renewal and enhances collagen, which in the end is going to make your skin feel way more plumped. I've also noticed that my pores seem a lot more reduced since I've been using this serum. When you are introducing retinol into your skincare routine, you need to introduce it slowly because not everybody can tolerate it because it's quite strong. This is only 1%, but at first I was only using it maybe like once or twice a week, and then I've just built up into using it every night before I go to bed. Okay, so next I'm going to be moving on to my moisturiser, which you will all have seen in probably loads of my videos, and that is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Moisturiser. Now this is honestly, I can't big it up enough. Like, even without using any serums or anything like that, this just makes my skin feel super plump, super hydrated, and it's not greasy, it's not oily, it doesn't clog my pores. It's just like the perfect moisturiser. Now I have this one in SPF 30 and in the normal formula as well, so I kind of just go between both, but you should always be using an SPF, especially if you're using any acids in your skincare routine. You really need to be using an SPF. Also, not to mention the fact that it obviously helps to keep your skin looking nice and young. It protects you from the sun, which is really important. Even if you're living in Scotland, it doesn't matter because the sun is out even when it's cloudy. It will age you and it will damage your skin, so you do need to protect that all the time. What I also really like about the Ultra Facial Moisturiser is it definitely leaves a little bit of glow on the skin, which I really like personally. The key ingredient in this is squalene, or squalene, I don't really know how to say it, but squalene helps to restore the skin's natural moisture balance. Squalene is also non-comedogenic, which just basically means it doesn't block your pores, which for me is really important. When you go on the website, there's some in little pots and there's some in like the bottle formula like this. I think from what I've gathered when I spoke to the girls in the Kiehl's shop is that the one in the jar is more like a gel consistency, so it's a little bit lighter on your skin, whereas this one right here is a little bit like more hydrated. I actually prefer that. I like to feel really hydrated. So the next thing that I'm going to be talking about is eye cream, and I'm really passionate about eye cream because, as you can see, my under eye circles are pretty dark. So I'm just always looking out for something that's going to make the dark circles go away. I don't think that exists. I don't think there's anything on the market that's going to diminish the colour of your under eyes completely. It's genetic, it's this colour of your skin, it's just the way it is. But what I like about this eye cream is it's just so hydrating, and it looks really radiant when you put it on. So it almost like reflects the light and kind of makes your eye look a lot brighter. I have definitely noticed that my dark circles don't look quite as dark since using this. Now obviously it's pretty pricey, but you do get a ton of product in there. Like, I've nearly finished it, as you can see. It's honestly lasted me such a long time, and I will 100% be repurchasing this. So the skin under your eyes is 10 times thinner than the skin anywhere else on your face. So we really do need to make sure that we look after it, which is why it's the first place to get wrinkles, show signs of aging. This eye cream is so hydrating. Like when I put it on, I know that my skin is going to be hydrated for the whole time that it's on. I can actually feel how nice and plumped up it makes the skin under my eyes. When I'm applying concealer or makeup under my eyes, it goes on a lot smoother, it doesn't crease as easily, and it just looks a lot more flawless. So definitely recommend an eye cream. I do use this morning and night. I use it a lot more at night than I do during the day because it is so emollient. The key ingredients in this eye cream is vitamin C, which is amazing because it aids the skin's natural regeneration process. It's also got a tiny bit of retinol in it, which is going to help to enhance and boost the collagen in the skin, which is exactly what you need under your eyes because, as we said, it's thinner and it's going to age a lot quicker. So by boosting the skin's collagen there, it's going to make it look a lot more youthful for longer. So next up, guys, I'm going to be talking about an oil that I like to use, and obviously we've talked about cleansing oils, but this is more like an actual hydrating oil that I use. I have used this in loads of my other makeup tutorials because I really do like this under makeup, but this one is from Kiehl's. It's the Cannabis Sativa Seed Oil, and it honestly smells amazing. It doesn't smell like cannabis. It is honestly so good for just calming the skin, hydrating the skin. It also reduces redness over time and like little spot marks that I've got, and that is because it's been designed and formulated specifically for blemish prone skin. So this is honestly like one of those products that I'm just so buzzing about because of the type of skin that I've got. I never thought I was going to be able to use an oil, and when they came out with this, I was so excited because this one isn't going to block my pores. So the key ingredient, which is the Cannabis Sativa Seed Oil, is what helps to reduce the redness, and I honestly cannot big this up enough. I feel like when I put my makeup on over the top of this, it also blends in a lot nicer and smoother, and it gives my skin a nice glow when I'm actually wearing it. It doesn't feel oily when you're wearing it, and all you do is you drop 1 or 2 drops in your palm, rub your palms together and press it onto the skin. It's not like you're going and using a big blob of it and like massaging it in like a facial. It's literally just a tiny little bit that you need, and I really do notice a difference in how quickly my spot scars go away while I've been using this, so I will definitely be repurchasing that again. So the next product I'm going to be using is another exfoliator. Now we've talked about the exfoliator, which was the liquid exfoliator from Paula's Choice, which works absolutely amazing for me, but I'm just like an old school gal. I still like to use like an actual grainy scrub. I've used so many different scrubs, and I've used really expensive ones and really cheap ones, and I feel like I've kind of met my match with this one because this is the Body Shop Microdermabrasion Vitamin C Scrub. Now microdermabrasion is obviously a treatment that you can have in a salon, and it's when they exfoliate the skin deeply, and it helps to get rid of congestion and things like that. It also makes the skin look a lot more glowy and youthful, and that is exactly what this scrub does. This is from the Body Shop, and it's really affordable as well considering you get a lot of product. Obviously it's a scrub, it feels grainy, but it's not like a harsh grainy, but it's also not like not harsh, if you get me. It's like the perfect amount of scrub, and I feel like when I use this, it really helps to get in about any blackheads or anything like that, and after I've used it, my skin looks a lot more glowy, and that's down to the vitamin C that's in it. So this is actually like a 2-in-1 because you're literally using the scrub and the graininess to get rid of dead skin cells and any sort of congestion, but the vitamin C actually helps to repair the skin at the same time. So same with the retinol, like the retinol is going to help to repair the skin after you've used all these exfoliants. So it's actually such an amazing scrub, and I really love this one. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about is almost like a little extra, but not an extra because I definitely use it quite a lot. This is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Spray. The way that I actually like to use this is if I'm in a hurry or I'm just out the shower and I'm kind of like flinging myself together, I will literally just spray this onto my wet face after a shower, and it literally helps to like lock in all the moisture. So the key ingredient in this is hyaluronic acid, which is amazing because it's capable of holding up to 1,000 times its weight in water. So when you put this on, it literally is going to hold all that water in your skin and just give it a good Hydra boost, literally. Sometimes I will also put this on during the day, like before my moisturizer, because it's got the hyaluronic acid. It just gives my skin a little bit more hydration. So yeah, I just really like this if I'm feeling like my skin's looking like it needs a little bit of a pick-me-up. And this is so cheap as well. You can get this on Amazon for like £4 or something. I also use this on my body if I want to use like a moisturizer spray. This is so nice for that as well. So easy, quick, cheap. love it. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is masks. You can tell I'm a huge Kiehl's fan because a lot of my products are Kiehl's, but I really cannot fault any of their products that I have used. And this one is the Rare Earth Deep Pore Cleansing Mask. Now this is a clay mask. It's got two types of clay in it. One of them is Amazonian clay, which helps to declog pores. It also gets rid of dead skin cells and cuts through oil. Also got bentonite clay in it, which helps to absorb oil and reduce shine. I really like to use this if I'm just feeling like I want to draw out any impurities in my skin, give my skin a good clean, because this really purifies the skin. Put it on your skin when your skin is wet. I prefer to put this on like just after a bath because it kind of opens up my pores, and then my skin's obviously a bit wet. I pop that on and then you just let it dry. I'll then take the excess off with my face halo. When I put this on, I'll also feel it tingling and working on any spots or breakouts, which I absolutely love because I just know it's cleaning and it's getting rid of all the bacteria. Next up, we're going to be talking about the Ordinary AHA 30% BHA 2%. This is a peeling solution mask. Ordinary have super affordable products, this one included, and you can see it's got a dropper bottle and it actually looks a bit like blood, but don't let that put you off because this is a little miracle in a bottle. So this just literally goes on dry clean skin for 10 minutes and it does tingle. You can literally feel it working, but as soon as you take it off, honestly, my skin looks so radiant. It's got that nice dewy finish to it, but it looks tightened. So all my pores look much tighter and it feels tighter, it feels really clean, and I just absolutely love this. We spoke briefly about BHAs earlier, which is your salicylic acid, which is going to deep cleanse the pore and get all the dirt and grime and oil out. So it's going to help with that. This has also got AHA in it as well, which is actually going to exfoliate like the top layer of your skin, and that's why when you take it off, your skin looks really radiant. And the last of the masks that I like to use is this Garnier Moisture Bomb Sheet Mask. When I just want a little bit of hydration boosted into my skin, or when it's just feeling a little bit dull and tired, I really love to use one of these sheet masks. Now literally you just take it off the sheet, pop it on your face and leave it on for 15 minutes, I think it is, but I literally just sit there for ages and just let it really work on my skin. And you can actually feel when you take it off, you've got all the serum left on your skin, and I just use the excess on my chest and my neck, give myself a little facial, really rub it in, and my skin feels really plumped up and hydrated. So now I'm just going to talk about extras. So this one right here is a product that I just always have, I always will, and this is a little mini version which is quite nice. So this is the Elizabeth Arden 8 Hour Cream, and it's one of those products that I just have for so many different things, mainly for lips. So I've got it on my lips just now. I feel it's the absolute best lip balm you will ever find. I've tried so many lip balms, and this is the only one that, do you know how in winter when you get like little cracks at the side of your mouth and they're really sore? This helps with that. I use this on my cuticles. I use this to smooth out any baby hairs. I also use this in my lashes at night if I want to give them a little conditioning treatment. You can use this for anything, like dry skin. So yeah, always got this in my handbag. I just love 8 Hour Cream. Another one of my little extras is my tanning drops. I spoke about them in one of my videos before. These ones are Tanologist, but I feel like they're quite hard to find now, but I know that the Isles of Paradise also have tan drops which are really good, so I'll link them below as well. I really just like this for putting in my moisturiser. It tans your face, but it doesn't go patchy, it doesn't go streaky, it just gives you a little bit of a glow, which I really like. And then the last thing that I wanted to talk about is a bit random, but one of my friends actually asked me if I used this the other day, and I was like, I actually do use these. And this is a jade roller, so this is it here, and it's a bit random, but when I'm applying like my serums and my creams, I like to just like use this to really push them into my skin, especially like along here underneath my cheekbone, because what it does is it actually drains any puffiness that you might have. I always feel in the morning my skin is a little puffy, and I do feel like since using this, I don't know if I'm actually winding myself up or not, that it has helped to sort of lift my cheeks up a little bit and make my cheeks look a bit more defined. So yeah, I really like to use a jade roller, and if anything, it actually just feels really nice in the morning because it's like quite cool on your skin. So I will link a couple of jade rollers below if you want to try them. So I think we've covered pretty much everything. I hope you've enjoyed this video today. I honestly feel so passionate about skincare. I'm so in love with all of these products. I just feel like they've really helped me with my confidence as well in my skin. Yeah, if you have any questions on any of the products that we've used today, please pop them in the comment section below. If you have any of your own holy grail skincare products that you think I should try, please pop a comment below and tell me all about them, because I love hearing about and trying new skincare products. As I said before, all the products used today are linked below in the description box. If you use any of the products and enjoy them, please let me know, because I'd like to know that I've helped you out in some way. I hope you're all staying healthy, happy and safe at home, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.